There's a moment in conversations when no one is talking. Nothing went wrong, no one looks upset, and still the silence feels heavy, almost like it's waiting for something. Someone clears their throat, someone checks their phone, someone says something small, not because it matters, just because it fills the space. Most people don't notice how uncomfortable silence is until they're inside it. Then suddenly, it feels personal, like it belongs to them. You start wondering things you didn't plan to wonder. Did I miss a cue? Is it my turn to talk? Did the conversation end without telling me? No one says any of this out loud, but it's happening. What's interesting is that silence itself isn't actually the problem. We sit in silence all the time, in cars, in rooms, with our own thoughts, and most of the time, it's fine. Sometimes it's even comfortable. But silence between people feels different. Conversation has a rhythm, not a strict one, just enough movement to signal that everything is still okay. So when that rhythm pauses, the mind doesn't register calm, it registers uncertainty. And uncertainty feels like something you're supposed to respond to. You see this in meetings. Someone finishes a thought. No one responds right away, so another person jumps in. Not with something better, just with something safer. Not because they had something to add, because the space was open. You hear it on phone calls. That quiet second where neither person is sure who's supposed to speak next. So someone laughs, or says, "Yeah," or repeats what was already said. Not to add meaning, just to restore motion. Silence feels like a dropped plate, even when nothing actually broke. What we often call awkwardness isn't really about embarrassment. It's about not knowing what the moment wants next. Silence doesn't come with instructions, and humans don't love that. So people rush to fill it, not because they're bad at conversation, not because they're socially awkward, but because they're trying to keep things balanced. They're paying attention, which is strange when you think about it, because sometimes silence doesn't mean something went wrong. Sometimes it just means someone is thinking, or feeling, or letting something land before moving on. There's a difference between a conversation ending and a conversation pausing, but we don't always know which one we're in. So the mind fills the gap with responsibility. Someone should do something, maybe me. If silence makes you uncomfortable, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It usually means you care about connection. You're attuned. A lot of human discomfort comes from moments without clear signals. No cue, no response, no closing line. Silence is just one of those moments. Nothing has to be said for something to be happening. Silence doesn't mean the conversation failed. It just means no one's talking.